So, quite a few things changed in the upcoming banners, and the roadmap from version 6.7 all the way to version 7.3 is starting to look a lot more interesting now. So in this video, we will talk about the updated banner roadmap, what currently seems likely, what is still only early speculation, and why you should not treat every single name here like it is already confirmed. And I want to say this right at the start. Leaks are still leaks. Some of these things are pretty likely, some are early speculation, and some are honestly also a bit of wishful thinking. That is just how banner roadmaps work, especially when we talk about versions that are still far away. So do not plan your entire account around every single detail, but this can still help you understand what might be coming next. Let us start with version 6.7, because this part of the roadmap did not really change that much. These banners already got leaked a while ago, and right now they are still pretty likely to happen. The leaked lineup is Sandrone, Raiden, Seatlolly, and Columbina. Sandrone is leaked to be a Cryo Claymore main damage dealer, and she is the new 5-star character of this version. She introduces Stellar Conduct, which makes her very interesting, especially if you want to invest into those Snezhnaya reaction teams. The current phase distribution says that Sandrone and Columbina should be in Phase 1, while Raiden and Seatlolly should be in Phase 2. But this is still subject to change. From what we know right now, Sandrone being in Phase 1 seems very likely, and Seatlolly being in Phase 2 also seems pretty locked. The rest can still move around, so keep that in mind. Columbina being here is not really surprising. She acts like the Archon of Nod Cry in terms of importance, and characters like that usually get reruns around 3 to 4 patches after their first release. So her coming back in version 6.7 actually makes a lot of sense. Seatlolly also makes a lot of sense here because of the Mavwika banner that is running right now. They synergize really well, and if you pulled Mavwika but skipped Seatlolly before, then her rerun in version 6.7 could be very important for your account. She is still one of the strongest support options for those teams, and her value is very easy to understand. Raiden is also long overdue for a rerun. She has not been around for a while, and even though she is not as crazy as she used to be, she still has possible synergy with the new Stellar Conduct direction that Sandrone is introducing. Of course, Raiden is not really a top modern damage dealer anymore, but as a flexible unit with energy, electro application, and possible reaction synergy, she can still have a place. But version 6.7 is not only getting normal banners. A new kind of Chronicled Wish banner is also leaked to come in this version. This new banner seems to be made for the buffed characters, and it works pretty much like a regular Chronicled Wish. You pick a target, you can lose your 50-50, but then you get a fate point, and the next one is guaranteed to be your selected target. The interesting part is that this new banner is not tied to one specific region. According to the leak, the characters on this banner are Yae Miko, Cyno, Chi-Chi, and Wriothesley, together with Wriothesley's weapon and Yae Miko's weapon. So this is not like a normal regional Chronicled Wish. It seems more focused on characters that recently got buffs, mainly through Stellar Conduct or related changes. This could become a pretty important type of banner in the future, because it gives Hoyoverse a way to bring back buffed characters without putting all of them into the normal limited banner rotation. But for players, it also means you need to be careful. Chronicled Wish banners can look tempting, but they still cost wishes, and if you are saving for Snezhnaya, you should not randomly spend there just because a buffed character looks interesting again. Now after version 6.7, we have something very important. There is no version 6.8 in this region. Unlike the regions before, we are going straight from version 6.7 into Snezhnaya. So after version 6.7, version 7.0 should start on the 12th of August. This is actually a big deal for saving. Normally, players expect one more filler or final version before the next region starts. But this time, we have one version less to save. So if you spend everything in version 6.7, you might enter Snezhnaya with almost nothing. And that can be dangerous, because the start of a new region usually brings a lot of hype characters. Now let us talk about version 7.0. Right now, the leaks say that Phase 1 of version 7.0 should have a new 5-star Anemo tall male character, and he is supposed to be a DPS. Then Phase 2 should have a new 5-star tall female damage dealer, but her element is not known yet. So just from that alone, version 7.0 already sounds like a normal new region launch. New characters, new designs, and probably a lot of new mechanics. This is usually the kind of version where many players want to pull because everything feels fresh. There is also a leaked free 4-star character. This character was also shown in the special program, and it sounds similar to what we had with Kachina in Natlan or Aino in Nod Cry. At the start of a new region, we usually get a free new character to introduce us to the region's mechanics. This time, the free character is probably an electro-polearm character, likely synergizing with Sandrone. There is also talk about a possible Archon rerun in version 7.0. Names like Zhongli and Nahida are in the air, but nothing here is confirmed. It would not be shocking, because Archon reruns often happen around big region updates, but right now this is still more of a possibility than a locked banner. Then we move to version 7.1. This is where Vodianitsa is currently talked about. She is supposed to be an Electro 5-star character, and again, people are already talking about possible synergy with Sandrone. This is exactly why pulling Sandrone in version 6.7 can be interesting, but also risky. On one hand, she might become better as more characters release. On the other hand, you don't have the full team right away, so her early team options could feel a bit niche. Pantalone is also talked about for version 7.1 as a new Dendro character. But this is where we have to be very careful, because Pantalone is also mentioned for version 7.3 by some people. So this already shows how unconfirmed a lot of the later roadmap is. If one character is talked about for 2 different versions, then you know this is not something you can fully rely on yet. For reruns in version 7.1, names like Arlecchino, Kinich, and Molani are being talked about. But again, these are only possible reruns, not confirmed banners. Arlecchino would obviously make sense because she is very popular. Kinich and Molani also make sense as strong rerun candidates from Natlan. But at this point, I would not act like any of these are guaranteed. Now let us talk about version 7.2. This is the version where the Tsaritsa could release. And if that happens, this is obviously the biggest banner in the entire roadmap. She is the Cryo Archon, and the hype around her is going to be insane. Archons usually follow a certain release pattern, so she will most likely release in either version 7.2 or version 7.3. Personally, I really hope she is a Cryo main damage dealer. I think many players want her to feel powerful, modern, and worth the wait. Of course, we do not know her actual kit yet, but if there is one character who can bring massive hype to Cryo, it is the Tsaritsa. I could also see a Furina rerun around this time, because her banners always sell really well, and she is still one of the most valuable characters in the game. When Hoyoverse wants a strong rerun next to a huge new banner, Furina is always a name that makes sense. Hu Tao is also being talked about, but this one feels more like Cope to me. She is extremely popular, so people always bring her up, but that does not automatically mean she will rerun there. It can happen, of course, but I would not rely on it too much right now. Then we have version 7.3. Pantalone is also talked about for this version, which again shows how uncertain the later parts of the roadmap are. He could release in 7.1, he could release in 7.3, or things could change completely before we even get there. So if you are a Pantalone fan, I would keep an eye on him, but I would not make exact poll plans yet. Version 7.3 could also be the version where the Tsaritsa releases if she does not release in 7.2. I could also see another Chronicled Wish banner happening somewhere in this part of the roadmap. These banners are always hard to predict because they do not follow the same normal logic as regular banners. Sometimes they feel very unexpected, and you basically have to predict the unpredictable. But with the new buffed character Chronicled Wish banner coming in version 6.7, it would not surprise me if Hoyoverse uses this banner type again later. And now I want to know your plan. Are you pulling in version 6.7, or are you skipping everything and saving for Snezhnaya? And if this roadmap is even close to true, Which character is your biggest target right now? Let me know down in the comments. And again, do not forget to subscribe, because I will keep you updated on every banner change, every code, and every important leak that matters. We are also still so close to my dream goal of 20,000 subscribers, so every sub really helps a lot. Thank you so much for watching, good luck with your polls, and I will see you in the next one.